Today, we check out some of the finest consumer electronics technology money can buy that will turn your home entertainment system into the stuff dreams are made of. More people are choosing to lease because it offers freedom, flexibility, and a diverse set of options to fit their desired lifestyle. Could an apartment be in your future? We'll visit one community to see how this is becoming a growing trend. Mortgage insurance. Do you know what it is? We talk to an expert who gives us the bottom line on securing your dream home. This is the show all about you and your space, your home and surroundings. We are designing spaces. Amy and Manny have been living in an apartment for years. Both hold down steady jobs and have good credit history. They're now at a point where they're considering buying a house for the first time.
We have a friend in real estate who's really starting to see her business pick up again. She told us now's a great time to buy.
Right now, we don't have the 20% to put down on the house, but we really want to make a move.
Is there any way that we can move into our first home without having to come up with so much cash?
Meet Teresa Bryce Bazemore, president of Radian Guaranty, a provider of private mortgage insurance. Teresa is just the person to answer Amy and Manny's questions regarding their first home mortgage.
Designing Spaces introduced us to Teresa Bryce Bazemore. It really opened our eyes.
Right now, we don't have the 20% to put down on the house. Is there another way to do this?
You don't need 20% down. You can buy a home today with as little as 3 to 5%, and there are a few ways to do that. The two major ways to do that are either to get government insurance through the Federal Housing Administration, which is called the FHA, and the other option is to buy your home using private mortgage insurance.
But what is the private mortgage insurance?
So private mortgage insurance is insurance that a lender would get on your behalf in order to allow them to give you a loan with less than 20% down. And it essentially insures them in case there's a default in the future. The great thing is that it gives you an opportunity to get into a home with less than 20% down. Millions of homeowners have been able to get into a home with a low down payment in an affordable and sustainable way. About 43% of the loans that we do are for first-time home buyers. And private mortgage insurance, like the insurance that we offer at Radian, has helped about 2 million people buy homes since 2008.
So what's the difference between private mortgage insurance and FHA?
So the real difference is that FHA is a government program and private mortgage insurance is private capital in the marketplace. So if something happens on an FHA loan and the fund doesn't have enough money, that money could come from the taxpayer. That doesn't happen with private mortgage insurance. Instead, private mortgage insurers like Radian are there to be able to insure your loan and allow you to get into a loan with 3 to 5% down. So let me show you an example. You bought a home for $250,000 and you put 5% down. Your mortgage amount would be $237,500. At the point where your loan pays down to $195,000, your mortgage insurance premium would be automatically canceled. In addition to that, if your home appreciates in value during that time frame, even by a small amount, you might even be able to cancel your mortgage insurance sooner than that, and therefore your mortgage payment would actually go down. One of the nice things about buying today is that while interest rates are low, you can get in and you can lock in your mortgage payment, but you can't lock in your rent right now.
If we were to get private mortgage insurance, how much sooner would we be able to move into a home?
Well, if you have 3 to 5% to put down, you could actually get into a home now if you have the closing costs to also close. And the great thing about private mortgage insurance is that it really does allow you to get in sooner. For the average firefighter or school teacher, it would take about 20 years to save 20% down.
How do we know that private mortgage insurance is the right choice for us?
You can talk to a lender and they can go through your financing options with you. Just make sure you ask about private mortgage insurance, and they can take you through what your payment options would be and help you assess that. It's very easy because they'll obtain the private mortgage insurance and it'll just be part of your monthly mortgage payment. For most people, it's cheaper to have a loan with private mortgage insurance than FHA. You'll also be able to get a tax deduction on the private mortgage insurance that you pay. And over time, as you build equity in the house, you'll also be able to have your mortgage insurance payment canceled.
How much is a private mortgage insurance?
So it really varies, and it depends on how much money you put down. So if you decide that you're going to put down 15%, then your mortgage insurance payment would be lower than if you put down 5%. So for instance, if you were to buy a home for about $200,000, you put 5 to 10% down, your monthly payment would be about $80 for mortgage insurance.
This could be the answer to all our problems.
How do we get started?
You can go to our website, which is achievethedream.com. Talk to your lender and ask about mortgage insurance as an option. They can tell you what amount of house you can afford and what your options are. Do me a favor, when you talk to your lender, ask them about private mortgage insurance from Radian.
To see this portion of the show again, go to designingspaces.tv and click on the Radian Group video. You'll also find a link to the Radian website. Our homes, surroundings, and lifestyles are all part of a rapidly changing world. New technology opens up new worlds of home entertainment, and some are finding the apartment lifestyle more to their liking. We are here to provide you with the information you need to create the living space you desire. We are Designing Spaces.
For more information about anything you've seen on today's show or to find out how to be part of the show, log on to designingspaces.tv. You can visit these websites to learn more about the participants on this edition of Designing Spaces.